Well, now see you on is the last thing I saw. And that was the last thing he ever saw. There's... Oh... That's... Never mind. On screen, click, and we're going to say axis. Player move the current axis equals axis. And then, yeah, what did I have in mind? We already have the sprite there. Oh. Yeah, I think what I could potentially do is, rather than disabling it like I've been doing it right now, which I don't think is all that constructive, what I could potentially do is put, yeah, that would actually work. Let's do that real quick. I'm going to add a quick text mesh pro text here, and then just say over here. Oh wow, caps lock. Click here. Increase that size a little bit. Let's add a tiny bit of transparency, even though that's actually a bad idea. There we go. Click here, label. And then we'll duplicate that all over the place. It really did not like that transparency. That's a bad idea. All right, here we go. There. Make sure their names are correct. And then in each of these buttons, I'm going to make sure this one is selected as it is on, which is good. I'm gonna say all of this should be on select camera. There we go. And then on camera selector, really? On screen click? I thought I made that, yeah. Oh, it takes in a boolean. Wait, what? What happens if it, no, it lets you toss in a string for some reason. Alright, strange. That's frustrating. XY, XZ, and YZ. Then we'll make this player move the current axis. Oops. Player move the axis the XY. That is the most indecisive siren I've ever heard.
Yep. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do there.
If axis double equals true, alrighty, well this is confusing. Says the guy making it. Alright, so I'm going to leave that for now, but what I'm looking for is canvas group. Perfect. Interactable, blocks raycast, ignore parents groups. That's all fine and dandy. I'm going to have you switch to XY. Switch you to, that's YZ actually. And switch you to XZ. There we go. And then we select that. Then I want serialized. Oops. We'll want the UI namespace here. And then I'll call this canvas group. Toggle XZ. I got the order reversed. YZ XY. And then because of that, I want XY the alpha to equal 0, and then all the others equal to 1. Update toggles. Probably might make sense for me to do this first. Yeah. Update toggles. And simply drop these and all of these because start is going to need the same thing anyways. Start will also need switch, player move, current axis, case that break. By default we should be assuming this anyway, so this is not the condition I'm looking for. XZ, YZ, then default. If default's the case, then say do is, oh, right. Get component, toggle, I'm going to say is on true, and then make sure that XZ is in this case and YZ is in the other case. Sure. And then copy this. For this should go here. XZ should go here, so that we're setting it properly to 0. And XZ, or YZ should go here. Alright, let's see if this does what I think it does after all these variables are set. Alrighty, we're going to push all that. First, stage these, adding skybox, custom skybox. I don't know why. Yeah, unstage these. These don't need to be, these are in an awkward state that shouldn't be in anything. Updating how cameras are selected. So I can, there's the smooth look around right there. But I can also click on here, and now I'm traveling in a different direction. I don't know why that's highlighted, that annoys me. Why are you highlighted? That annoys the heck out of me. Here, maybe that makes me feel better. Oh, I see what's going on. I do know why it's being highlighted, that annoys me. Okay, so I actually do know what's going on and why it's been selecting stuff, but it shouldn't be highlighting any of these. It's curiouser and curiouser. I might want to switch them back to... I might actually want to switch them back to buttons after all. Yeah, I might want to switch them back to buttons after all. That's annoying to me. But also figure out a way to make sure that they can't be highlighted either. Sorry, I'm thinking this out for now. The controls work, and that makes me happy. Yeah, let me try something silly here. Yeah, let's try that. And then I'm going to deliberately take these off. Well, not yet. I want at least one of those left over for the time being. And then we're going to attach a button after all. But oh, here it is, navigation, none. That's what I should have done a while ago. Also remove this, turn this into a button. This does mean that the canvas group is below, which is fine. I'm gonna swap this out to an animation and I'm gonna auto-generate this under project and just say, yeah, screen button controller. I'll do the same thing for these others as well. And then what I'll also do is deliberately set the canvas group to 0 for the time being. But we'll set this to animation. Okay. We'll also set this to animation. Good. All of those look a-okay. And then let's see if I can do this correctly. No. How bizarre that is required. Okay. And on screen clicked, player access, there. Hacked, done. There. It's shown up. I need to figure out what these. So XY is 0, XZ is not. So XY is 0, XZ is 1. Because I made this completely decipherable for myself. And YZ here is 2. Fear me, for I know my own code and I understand it perfectly, like no other. I set these as canvas groups, but I don't actually want those as canvas groups anymore. I want them as buttons. won't need this anymore. And yeah, that's fine. Interactable equals true. Ultimately, I'm just gonna have to do this manually. Welcome to game development. This is my world right here. Lots of just staring at the code. You don't even know. Hey, Patrick. I didn't even notice you were there. Disregard my previous comment earlier. So earlier we have the screen button. I didn't actually do this, but we should actually do something with these. So on normal, why are you... Oh, there it is. Okay, so on normal, I'm gonna switch to disabled actually, because that's the easier one to deal with. On disabled, canvas group alpha, and image color. Image color is currently set to white. I want that to be actually dark. So I can copy these and switch it up to these other values as well. Right now they are for some reason have 2 keys, but I don't want that. I shouldn't have copied both of those keys, but oh well. So let's go with highlight, or let's go with normal, excuse me. For normal, what's a good normal color? Well, actually the alpha should probably be at 0.75. And then the, so 0.75 is something like that, and then normal. Okay, yeah, it should just be all completely dark, actually. So that should be fine. And then the second thing we want here is, oops. There we go. Okay, that's what we want, actually. Revert that. Revert that. Good. Then we want that. Highlight. Probably want to record that. I'd say a little like this. A really strange color right here. Yeah, let's do that. And then finally, on pressed, I want to see if I can decrease the transparency ever so slightly. Yeah. So kind of give you a hint that that's what's going to happen. And give it an even more awkward color. That is totally not going to be colorblind friendly, but whatever. So let's try that now. Okay, good. So that's working, and we just need to make the transition from one state to another much faster than it is right now. It's right now set to 25. I'm going to put that to 0.1, which tends to be my favorite value anyways. Actually, it can be 25 for everything else, but it just has to be just has to be almost instantaneous for disabled. So how's this so far, Taco Pill? Incidentally, I think I'm actually rotating the directional light on purpose. Yeah, I am. Sweet. You can actually see the sun move, which makes the whole game a lot more confusing.
That's what we like to see in our games, confusion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was not the brightest idea, but whatever. And then I'm going to make a quick prefab right here for the purpose of setup. Level setup. There we go. We're going to add directional light under here. The directional light can be at whatever angle it wants to be, I guess. And then we'll create a prefab here. There. This is our level 1. We did it, everyone. We made level 1. Yeah, see the sun, well, Jupiter move really, really fast. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty. Jupiter came up with the horizon. And now it's down the horizon again. This moon really orbits around Jupiter really, really fast. Alright, so probably those set of silly values was not a good idea. I could probably go further than that. We're gonna say divide by 10. There we go. I kind of like the sun direction being a little more consistent. Yeah, I kind of like this as it is. What are the thoughts in the chat so far with the product that we have?
I haven't been able to see the chat for a little while. I want to check the chat. I had to refresh the page a few times because it keeps blinking out on me. So I might have missed some stuff.
So what we did was we created this game where, depending on which camera you selected, the direction that your character moves is forced onto that plane.
Ah.
And then we have the upper right-hand camera, which just tells you what the character is looking at, so it's like a first-person perspective.
That's a very different game.
Yeah, it's kind of what I do. So we just need to like actually give context to what they're doing. So right now the cameras are like really far away from the character, which I'm not exactly a huge fan of. Is this because, yes, it's because of that, okay. Okay, that should work. And then, yeah. Well, I'm doing some silly stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing some silly stuff. You all let me know what I shouldn't do.
I don't think anyone can stop you, Taro.
Don't stop me now.
You're having such a good time.
Yeah, I'm having such a good time. Chromatic aberration. I like that. There's also like a lot of depth in these cameras. I don't think we need that much depth. And I think we can be generous with our clip plane here. Chromatic aberration. Okay, the intensity is hard to tell. Motion blur, always a good thing to add. Ambient auto exposure, I think that's what I think it is. But more importantly, depth of field. Yeah, okay, so depth of field should give us chromatic aberration did not do much. Oh, there we go. That's much more like it. Sweet, that's exactly what I want. Fast mode? Yeah, we probably want fast mode. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Adaptation, speed up and speed down. Focus distance, I'm gonna say 5. And then aberration, focal length, and max blur size. Let's keep it at large. Yeah, look at that. We have a very intimate view of our character here. It does not like those motion blurs. Let's remove those motion blurs.
Hey, this is a chance to try stuff out.
Right.
I did it.
It really did not like those motion blurs. Yeah, okay, so this looks good. You can completely disregard the music because we're going to be replacing that very, very soon.
Oh, which one is that from? Is that from Through Oneself?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
No, that's from String Theory.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yeah, there we go. That's much more like it. We can actually decrease the number of emissions we're making because of that. Yeah, alright, yeah, that's much more like it. And then, External forces. What's external forces? Oh, that's not what I think it does. Triggers collision. Type. Can we add collision? World. Mode 3D. Collides with nothing except the player. How about that? Lost time, dampen. Collide force 1. 1000. There. We're gonna see what happens when that happens. If it happens. I get the sense it's never gonna happen. It looks like it's never gonna happen. Alright, there's no reason to add collision. Nah. Camera freestyle. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna slightly change the text on these. So move here to click here to move in the XY plane. Because these just don't say anything, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So let's see if this makes any improvements in the usability. Okay, yeah, I think that gives enough clues to make someone ask a question of what does Taro mean by these clues right here? I have no idea, and that's kind of important. So like something to kind of get someone to think of what each of these buttons mean, I think would go a long way. Yeah, click here to move in the XZ plane, and click here to play, move in the YZ plane. Alternatively, yeah, I think that is a better idea. Yeah, let's do that real quick. So, okay, thanks for that, I guess. Copy. Oh. Area or panel XY. In which case then I should be able to drag that and just plop that way. Oops. Copy, paste, and we're going to call this panel YZ. And I can drop that right here. And make another panel XZ. Copy this. Paste this. And plop it in there. And then here, copy that, paste that, move it over to the other side. And then say panel FPS, well, FP. And then that should give me a little bit of leeway. Why is it like... Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Oop. So instead of saying click here label, click here to move in that, we can say click here to move in this plane, and then what I can do is create another label right here. We're gonna plop it in the upper left-hand corner, upper left-hand echelon, I guess. And then right now it says that we can say the XY plane. Right, and the reason why it does that is because Biahua's the pivot point is not set properly. I think it's 0, 0. Nope, 1. There we go. Yeah, and then I can pull in a tiny bit of padding here. So 50. Oh, negative 50. Probably don't want that. 25. 25. That looks good. So we can say plane, label, drop that over here, drop this over here, and drop this over here, and make sure that they're all consistent. And that I copy this, and all of these will be at that specific plane point. Plane label. This one we're going to say YZ. This one we're going to say XZ. Oh no. And this one we're going to say FPS. First person perspective. Seems like I could actually kind of design these to be more like this. Left, then right. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. That should kind of sort of give what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, great. It is nigh impossible to read some of these texts. Alright, we're almost close to completion here. I'm gonna actually start moving some of these materials out for the... you know what, I'm just gonna... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stage all of these and commit. Adding new... updating screen buttons to look nicer. And then show in Explorer toon shading assets, projects. These are materials, yes. Right click and move that to Git move versioned items here, yes. Moving materials to project folder. Alrighty. So now I guess I can try searching for a level generator at some point. Wow. So I guess I did a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah. Looks like it.
It's asking me to update this. Well, yeah, I'll push this eventually. But yeah, if you're trying to follow along, as you can see, the camera stuff here, I didn't have to do a whole lot to make it work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I'm probably gonna want to create one more thing real quick. Here it is. Somewhere in here, there is an option to create a material, and I don't know why I'm so blind to not be able to find it. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna call it outline font material. And it should be really simple because Text Mesh Pro. I don't know actually. Text Mesh Pro, thank you. Sprites, resources there. Sprite sheet, no. Style, shaders, no. Oh, resources. Maybe that's where I put it. Yes, I did. Okay, good. So this should be the bold, which is not what I want. I just want normal. There it is. We duplicate that. Neato. So far, so good. Call. Oh, right. Delete that. Replace this. So these plain labels are gonna need this new outline. I just drag and drop that there. And then for the outline, I just say, yeah. And that it didn't like, it looks like, so... you know what, I'm gonna probably make the plain labels dark. There we go. And then I'm gonna make the outlines really light. There we go. It's kind of small on that screen, but let's see if that works. Yeah, let's just see if that works. It doesn't look really as nice as I hoped. So let's make these bold. And slightly larger. See if that does any good. Not really. Maybe I should have swapped out the colors for the other direction. That. Then make it dark. Yeah, let's go with that. Nice. That actually looks really nice.
It does. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. So you got about 5 minutes.
So now it looks like a lab experiment for no reason.
Well, we can work on that.
Yeah, we can work on that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. Not bad for
a first attempt.
Yeah, I think you did a very good job. You did some really cool stuff. Got some good ideas.
Got some outlined text. So I hope I fulfilled some of these requests. Can only control in one plane at a time. That's as far as I've gotten. Alrighty. Well. Whew. Alright. Well, I'm tired. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful and thrilling ride of internet connection is not helping us stream.
Well, it did sort of smooth out eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. We'll figure that situation out. In all seriousness, I'm pretty proud of how far we've gone so far.
I think you should be.
Yeah, it's it was a whole lot of staring at Visual Studio because that's what I do in my professional field. So yeah. But hey, it got most of the ideas across. I hope Taco in particular is proud of what he saw there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was pretty good. So, good night.